Hello everybody and welcome to today's reaction video. Today we have a donation, which means we're going to be reacting to that request that's come through with the donation. So let's go and have a look who it's from and what the song is. So it's come through from Elaine Cherry, who's a first time donator to our channel, so thank you very much, Elaine. We really appreciate your $5 donation. Apologies that it's taken us a bit of a while to get to this. The little man you can see with me there has been away on the other side of the world, so I think he's got a good excuse. So Dan Vasc and Erik Gronwall have a great collaboration. It's on Dan's channel called Breaking the Silence. I hope you react to it during Power Metal March. Yep, we're just in time. There we go. That'll be up in March. And we've been sent the link as well. So, Breaking the Silence. Let's have a look. H.E.A.T cover with Erik Gronwall. So it's, Dan Vasc and Erik singing together. So I think this is quite fitting because during this month of March we have reacted to 2 Erik Gronwall songs and 2 Dan Vasc songs, and maybe wrongly or rightly, is that a thing? Maybe, well, we've been comparing them a little bit
right
as
or
well,
wrongly,
which I don't know if we should maybe compare them, but we have done. So it's quite interesting to see them singing together now. So I'm quite looking forward to this. Now the song itself, Breaking the Silence by H.E.A.T. Do you know that song? Probably really famous, isn't it?
I feel that again, it might come in the category if I hear it, might recognize it. I feel like we've done, because I don't really know band H.E.A.T all that much, but I feel like one of these other ones in the past, we've done a song of theirs in the past when I was covering it, but again, I could be way off.
Okay. Well, any comments before we begin?
Yeah, just to echo the same thing you just said there before. Yeah, very much looking forward to, and I was really surprised they've actually collabed together. So that's really an interesting takedown. We should just also probably make it clear. I know when we said when we were comparing them, it was that, but they had just both been singing the same song as well. So there was more reason to do so. Otherwise, I don't think we would really do it that much. But because they'd sung the same song, it was Always, wasn't it, by Bon Jovi. So yeah, very much looking forward to seeing them together.
I'm sorry to. So on that note, because they sung "Always" by Bon Jovi, that song was in my head for quite a while after, because I do like that song. And on Friday just gone, I went to karaoke place and I attempted to sing "Always" by Bon Jovi. Did I not tell you that? I'm sure I did. And
No, I got
big no. That was a really difficult song to sing. Really difficult.
I mean, to be fair, we did say, we praised them and we said we knew how difficult a song it was. So,
Yeah.
but fair play to at least try it.
Yeah, let's try telling that to the people that were in the room with me. Just one more thing, so before we get going, if you do have a request for us, we would appreciate a little donation to come with it, and that way we will guarantee and prioritize your request for you, just like Elaine Cherry has done. All the information is down below in the description. Donations can be made via coffee.com. Right, let's get started, finally. friend, let's go over to you first. I'm going to chicken out of this one for the moment, I'm afraid.
Um, yeah, so I mean, this is a very fitting power metal song, as it is. I think we have been in the past where we have sort of compared the two, we've always generally found that I think Dan Vasc is maybe more of the theatrical type, and Eric's being more of the sort of little more raw emotion kind of thing from there. So this is, and obviously this is on a Dan Vasc video as well. So it's going to be more predominant him. So it feels it's very more for Dan Vasc side of things. But they're both singing, you know, comfortably well. Is it something I'm really loving? Do I recognize the song? Firstly, no, I don't. Am I really loving it? No, but I do get, this is typical power metal, but I still find myself bopping along to it there. Just wondering to see if there's going to be a little bit more as we go into the second half. Maybe some bigger notes or some bit more variation potentially. But it's also good to see, I've forgotten his name, the guy who normally plays with Dan Vass doing the guitar work. Um, his name came up at the start there, so
Came
it's
up at
good
the
to see
start,
him being
yeah.
involved with this as well. But yeah, just hoping for a bit more.
Yeah, it's interesting this one because we've called this Power Metal Tenors Month, right? But all the songs I guess we've done up to now, most of them have been like pop songs because no, but that's what we like. We don't really like, if we're being honest, we don't really like this sort of music, right? This sort of real proper, like harder, rocky metal stuff, right? So yeah, out of choice, we've chosen pop songs that maybe they've done in a more slightly heavier way, or and I think with this, even though I don't particularly like this song, it's not my sort of song, I don't know the song, this is what, I guess this is their forte in a way, right? This is kind of what, I don't know, I just sort of expect them to sing, really. And I think one difference with this compared to the usual songs that we react to is maybe their voices are not quite as, I'm talking about both of them, don't feel quite as prominent, I think, because the music's louder. It's just the instrumentals are louder, whereas some of the other songs we've done of theirs have been real, like, focusing on their vocals, I would say. So, if I'm being honest, from a vocal point of view, they're singing really well, but it's not, I'm not blown away by this, but I think it's probably just a type of song it is. I think as well with Erik's voice, really interesting how he could change his voice depending on the type of song. Like he's singing this in a very different way, or his voice sounds very different to like Always, the previous song we did, Bon Jovi. So yeah, Dan, I would say, seems to be taking more of the role, the main lead, I'd say. Like you say, it is on his channel. So, like you, I'm hoping that this is going to sort of spice up a bit as we go on. Let's see. Okay, so I think I'll just probably correct myself there. I don't think it was a case of Dan Vasc leading. It's probably roughly equal, I would say. Um, so yeah, in terms of like, did it really go up a level? Did we get something special? I'd say not really. Did have that Erik part at the end, um, where he held that long note, I guess. But this is just a very different type of song. I don't know, like I said, don't know the original, so I'm sure they've done the original proud. I know they've done it. I'm sure they've sung it well. I've got no doubts about that. But I just think with this song, compared to, like I said, the other songs we've done, which are more kind of pop songs, for me anyway, it's a bit more difficult for me to really appreciate their vocals. Like there wasn't a great deal going on, I don't think, in terms of like the actual lyrics. It was like, whoa, I don't know, like sounds going on. It was more of a kind of a lot of instrumentals going on this song. The guitar work was really good. It was nice to hear Dan Vasc playing in a more, what's the word? In a like playing with an actual guitarist and so I think in the past maybe we've said that he's more kind of not like karaoke, but he's just singing along to some music, whereas this time it's more there was an actual guitarist there, so there's more production to it, I guess. So I did enjoy it, there's no question about that. Like I say, I think this is I suppose their forte, what they would probably normally sing, this type of stuff. But did I find it as enjoyable as some of the other individual reactions we've done to Dan Vasc and Erik Gronwall? I'd say no. But really interesting to hear both of them singing together, particularly this type of genre, which we wouldn't normally choose ourselves. So, yeah, an interesting one, that's for sure. Brett, what can you say on it?
Um, yeah, I don't think there's been much too different style. I'll correct one thing. I do think I've actually done that. I think because I said I know we've been that guitarist before, so I think he has done a few where he's had the guitarist with him. But yeah, I think a lot we have done has been more just him vocally singing over a soundtrack and stuff. Um, yeah, I said apart from a couple of really longer sort of high notes there, yeah, it didn't spice up as you would say too much there. But yeah, it was more and I say what I really enjoy is the fact we have both of them. Because I said we've listened to quite a lot of both of their stuff really. So now having them listening together was a real joy, real pleasure. I say it wasn't, as you said also earlier, not our general sort of cup of tea of type of genre and song. So um, makes it a little bit less enjoyable there, but still appreciate it for everything that it has there. Um, and yeah, I agree with you where I do still feel like Dan Vasc was the more prominent at the start, but yeah, but that second half it felt very more quite even actually on that one there. Um, it, I think they both put good calls themselves. I don't think it shows that one's generally better than the other. I don't know, you probably still would have your personal favorites and probably some of the songs they've done previously. But yeah, no, it was a really good request. I said just to have those two collab together was a really good text. As I said, we've done lots of them separately in the past, so to have them together was a real pleasure to listen to.
Yeah, I stayed away from comparing in this. I didn't want to compare. Um, yeah, so thank you once again, Elaine Cherry, for your kind $5 donation. Um, and thank you everybody else for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you again for the next reaction very soon. Take care, guys. Goodbye.